Alright, so today y'all get a 2-for-1. Um, I did 2 builds in the past couple days, and these 2 builds both are very, very short. And I always put the videos on 4 times speed, and if I had put them on 4 times speed, they would have been 4 minutes and 6 minutes respectively. This first part I'm building in Strangerville, which I really like the Strangerville world. I mean, the gameplay, I just finished the playthrough of Strangerville. Not the best. Kind of annoying, especially because I was trying to have a sim run a restaurant at the same time, and I had to close my restaurant for a week because the world was about to end because some stupid alien was trying to take over Strangerville and blah 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 blah, and it was just annoying. Um, anyway, this is the house I built for that sim. I decided I wanted it to be red on the exterior, so I went with this red, the red sheet metal from uh, Lifestyle or Eco Living, whatever the Eco Pack is called. And I like this house. It's only for one sim, but I did make it 2 bedrooms. I don't know why, because I only imagined moving in one sim anyways. I imagine it being more like a guest room, I guess. Um, the room with the diagonal walls at the end of the house, that ends up being my sim's bedroom. And then I build another smaller bedroom right there. And anyway, my sim's name is June Ikes. I guess that's how you pronounce the last name. I'm too lazy to come up with names for my sims, so I just randomized the names. And she owns a restaurant, which is across the street, which I don't think I recorded building. I'll need to check my videos. But anyway, so I wanted her to own a restaurant because I also have Dine Out, and I've never used like the run a restaurant function. So I finally did that, and I really am enjoying it. It's kind of annoying a little bit because Sims keep it's a little bit glitchy, I guess. And like one time, one of my waitresses was in the bathroom for like 3 hours, and she was just like glitched. For she was glitched, and she was peeing for like 3 hours, and so like half my tables weren't being served, and it was just really frustrating. But finally, I just like went to manage worlds and then like went back into the game and it was fixed. But it was still pretty annoying. Anyway, um, because I made this 2 bedrooms, the like kitchen, the dining area, and the living room are all very small. But I kind of like that because it means it doesn't take your Sims like 5 hours to walk from the bathroom to the bedroom. Sims are pretty slow, and it takes them forever to walk across their houses. Like getting your Sims ready in the morning in a big house is so frustrating because it takes them like an hour sometimes to walk from their bedroom to the bathroom, use the bathroom, like pee, and then go to the kitchen. It's so frustrating. Anyways, um, this house is almost finished, honestly, at this point. I know I complained about all those jazzy paintings in a previous video, but I kind of like the jazzy paintings actually. It's just the golden frames. I don't like the golden frames. And then I decided to have my sim, have a nice yard, and she has lots of planter boxes. And then she also has a little sunbathing area, even though I don't think she'd really sunbathe. But yeah, like I said, I just beat the Strangerville pack, whatever. Um, I'd say Strangerville is worth it just if you're a builder. If you're more of a player, like you enjoy like playing with The Sims, I don't recommend Strangerville. The playthrough was really not all that. It was pretty boring and repetitive. Yeah, anyway, I thought I was done with the house at this point, so I was doing my little show around, and then I realized I forgot to do the bathroom. Um, Here's the bathroom for you. And then the house is done. And we're moving on to the second house, which I decided to build in Oasis Springs. This house I was running out of ideas, so I literally just looked up Sims 4 house on Pinterest. And this is heavily inspired by one of the, you'll see in a second. Yep, I did a diagonal loft area, and that was directly inspired by that post on Pinterest. But hey, it's inspired. It's not a copy. Don't come after me, person. But anyway, I had a little bit of like I would delete parts of it and it would delete the ceiling, even though I wasn't deleting the ceiling. It was really weird. Um, so like there's random glass like walls like where kind of floating, but they kind of had to be there. Um, this is a very modern build. If you could not already tell, it's very modern. And I had trouble picking a wall. I chose the bricks from the new Cottage Living pack. I really like Cottage Living. It's so cute. And I love the grass tiles that came with Eco Lifestyle. Um, they're so useful. Like I put them on roofs. I put them in like desert lots for yards. I just love them. Anyway, I wanted to use those trees right there, but I realized that the two trees on the ends poked through the wall, and like I liked where they were on the lot. I didn't want to move them forward, so I ended up choosing different trees. And the windows are very large, but there aren't very many windows. So I feel like you still get a fair amount of privacy, you know, if you lived in this house. With my modern builds, you'll see I always put windows on the corners. So I just put windows, like I said, on the corners. And that's when I noticed that the trees were like, you know, in the way. So then I just put more trees and cactuses because it's the desert and I never use the cactuses. And then you'll see I start working on the interior of the house. It's all wood. I feel like you wouldn't want to have carpet in your house if you lived in the desert. And I really like the lofted bedroom. I think it's really cool. I don't do that very often, and I probably should. I usually build more generic houses, and this house is just a giant box. It's not very interesting, honestly, from the exterior, but it has a very nice interior, and I really like it. I like those lights I used in here. I used those all over the diner I built in Strangerville because they kind of look like flying saucers. Like, there is a flying saucer light, but it's giant. So I just decided to use those ones because one of them looks like a flying saucer. So that's what I used all over the Strangerville diner I built that I forgot to record. At least I think I forgot to record. I don't remember recording it, so oh well. Anyway, this house, the main eating area is just going to be these island counters, or bench counters. I don't know what the game calls them, but these counters are the main eating area. There is a little table, I believe, on the side. You will have to wait because I built this a couple days ago, so I don't remember exactly what I put in and what I didn't. So here I am just fidgeting with it, trying to get it how I like it. Didn't like that. Then yeah, I had some trouble with the counters, but putting in the sofa, I kind of went for a black and white theme in this house, even though the floors are brown. But that's just kind of how I like it. I love the new paintings from Dream Home Decorator. I really like them. They're cool. And then I've been trying more recently to put coat racks, or not coat racks, shoe racks and umbrella racks in my builds, just because I feel like those are things that a lot of people have. I've also been trying to put in fire alarms and thermostats because I keep forgetting to put those in my builds. And I did put a coat rack and a shoe rack and an umbrella rack in this build. And then I put these shelves all over around this painting, or there's bookshelves and then there's paintings. Yeah, there is no little table, I forgot. But there is an outdoor dining table. I really like the backyard or perfect. These are perfect patio. I chose a perfect patio dining table, and I put a grill back there. I'm pretty sure. Probably put a grill. Makes sense. I put a grill in most of my builds because I feel like it's good for your Sims and like they can cook a lot of food for really cheap. And then finished with the house now. There's just a little go around, and I'll see y'all all in the next video.